Taylor Sheridan debunked one major Yellowstone theory about how Kevin Costner's John Dutton will be killed off Paramount Network's neo-Western television drama series, Yellowstone, returns in November, and, while Kevin Costner will not be returning, creator Taylor Sheridan has already debunked the biggest theory surrounding his exit. After 5 seasons, Kevin Costner quit his Yellowstone role as John Dutton, the head patriarch and owner of Yellowstone Ranch, after a series of conflicts made it best for him to part ways. Prior to Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2's story resuming with the Dutton family war, theories have circulated about Costner's exit from the series and possible scenarios of how John Dutton will be killed off. The major theory involving John Dutton's Yellowstone death was that it would happen in a car crash. This theory would be fitting for the series and his character's exit, yet it appears Sheridan may have other plans for Dutton. What those exact plans are has not yet been revealed, but they could involve an off-screen death or, less likely, no death at all. Yellowstone's final batch of episodes will clear up the mysteries surrounding the Dutton Ranch, however, and also John Dutton himself, even if it's not in the way audiences theorized. John Dutton dies in a car crash, Yellowstone theory explained. It would be a full circle ending. The popular theory of John Dutton's death is explained as a full circle moment for his character. Yellowstone's very first episode opened with John involved in a car accident, walking away as the sole survivor, so the argument is that John dying in a second car crash would create a parallel between those two significant moments. It would make a certain kind of narrative sense and be symbolically fitting for Sheridan to take the parallel route option and write out John Dutton in a car crash. Further, his death could perhaps escalate the Dutton family war or end it depending on the catalyst behind the crash, since the first accident was an intentional act of sabotage. After the first crash, antagonist Dan Jenkins revealed in Yellowstone Season 1, Episode 9 that the tow truck purposely crashed into John's trailer in an attempt to kill him. According to him, the staged accident was a convenient opportunity to remove his rival. The theory sets up a plausible connection to another character, if one wanted to hire a hitman or someone close to John to finish the job. However, as symbolically fitting as this end would be for John Dutton, Sheridan has already shot it down. Why Taylor Sheridan won't kill off John Dutton in a car crash? He doesn't like that sort of casual dismissal. Taylor Sheridan previously expressed his reasons for not killing off John Dutton in a car crash. Sheridan's time playing David Hale in Sons of Anarchy and the way he was unceremoniously killed off in a car accident made him determined to not do that to another actor in one of his own shows. In an interview earlier this year, he was emphatic that he would not do it that way. "I was killed in a FU car crash. I don't do FU car crashes." Via THR, Owen Dutton's fate is unknown in Yellowstone's final season, but Sheridan previously revealed John Dutton's absence was always the plan for the last few episodes. It will just be handled differently now. Considering he's been thinking about the exit for Kevin Costner's character for a while now, and also won't write him off in an offhand car crash, or presumably another casual manner that does a disservice to him, it hopefully means John Dutton's ending will be given the respect it deserves. Will John Dutton die in Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2? It's not confirmed, but it seems likely his end is yet unknown. But the Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 trailer certainly seemed to hint that John Dutton will die rather than peacefully ride off into the sunset. After the character arc John Dutton had so far, anything other than death being the reason he permanently leaves the Dutton family ranch simply wouldn't fit the character. With all he's done to fight for the ranch, it would be really strange and hard to believe if he were to just walk away and leave it all behind. It also helps the story narratively. John's death would deeply impact the final season story, affecting the main characters in different ways. It would certainly be used as a catalyst by those involved in the Dutton family war, directly and drastically shaking up the balance of power in the series. How Sheridan chooses to write him off will certainly work, but John Dutton's death would by far be the most effective solution, making sure to shake up the story and keep things fresh in the final episodes of the flagship Yellowstone series. Other theories on John Dutton's exit and how he might die. His colon cancer could return. John Dutton dying in a car crash isn't the only fan theory about his end that's been floated by viewers. Sheridan expressed his viewpoints on not taking the car crash route for Dutton's exit, but that doesn't mean there aren't other alternatives to killing off his character. John's colon cancer returning as a late-stage prognosis is an option, as it was also an important storyline in seasons 1 and 2. He could also be collateral damage in the family war. Beth and Jamie have both attempted to kill each other, which could result in John being caught in the crossfire protecting one of them, or his grandson Tate. Another option for Kevin Costner's Yellowstone exit is geographically removing John Dutton from Montana. Dutton's departure from the ranch and Montana could be credibly explained by his impeachment or resignation, stripping him of his title as mayor, or an issue involving the ranch that requires his presence elsewhere. Regardless of how Taylor Sheridan ultimately decides to pursue John Dutton's fate, hopefully, the final chapters will offer closure and a proper farewell.